Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Ellie Brown from Uptown with Ellie Brown, and I'm so excited to have you guys here today to talk all about eyebrows. I get asked a lot how I groom, shape, and fill in my eyebrows, so I thought I would sit down with you guys today and chat a little bit more about eyebrows. So I'm going to be talking about how I shape them, some of my favorite products. I want to put that out there that I am not a makeup artist, that I don't know everything. What I do is just simply what works for me and what I have done over the years, tricks that I have learned, again, that have helped me. So don't hold me accountable on every single thing I say. I'm not a makeup artist. It's just I'm a mom who enjoys beauty and enjoys trying new things, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Anyways, thanks again for stopping by. I'm excited to talk about all about eyebrows, the brows. And if you guys have any questions, make sure to comment below. And you know the drill. Let's get to it. Okay, so we're really up and close and personal here, and I'm going to try to do this where you can see, but I can still see my eyebrows. So I have nothing on my face, and I'm gonna show you how I trim, how I shape, and how I do my eyebrows. And first thing is, my eyebrows did not always look like this. My eyebrows were like paper thin and super duper straight. And thankfully I met somebody back before kids who helped me regrow and reshape my eyebrows. The best thing that I would recommend is not to overpluck, to find somebody who knows what they're doing. I was fortunate enough to where I had this girl help me shape them, and along the way it's just been maintaining the shape and just kind of cleaning out the little hairs here and there. And along the way, I have learned a few things as well. So first thing, shape. So shape is, you should always starting like measuring your pencil brush, whatever, from the tip of your nose right here. So it's here, and then looking straight here, and then here. And that's for like every eye shape. I personally do not like the very, like super sharp and straight and very makeup-y, I don't know if that's a word, brows. I like keeping it natural, but that's just my personal preference. A few things that I have is, I have my tweezer. This is like a super old tweezer. As you can see, my little letters are all falling off. I have my scissors, and I have my little eyebrow razor. And then of course I have my little brush. So I'm gonna brush my brows. I always brush upwards first, and this is how I'm gonna trim them. I brush them up to trim any like really long hair. As you can see, some of these over here in the end are a little bit too long. And then I also trim them up over here. As you can see, they are a little bit too long right over here. So what I do is I brush them up, and then I just trim a little bit of them. As you can see, like this one right here is a little bit too long, so I'm just gonna snip that one. So I just kind of trim them down a bit. And this is the thing, like, you don't want to rush this. You don't want to do this when you're running late and trying to do your brows. Like, this needs to take time, because you can mess up and then it's just a nightmare. So take your time and be patient. Do this while the kids are sleeping or at night, when you can sit down, relax, and take the time to do your brows. Okay, so I brushed them up, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to also brush them down. And I'm just gonna trim the ones that look like they're a little bit too long. Okay, so I trimmed them because I don't want them to be too long. And when I comb them up, I don't want like some of the hair sticking out too much, if that makes sense. So I've trimmed them, you can see. They look a little bit more manicured as well now. And what I do, I take my little razor And all I do is comb out, not comb out, I raise off, not raise off either. What's the word? I shave. No, I shave off the hair around my eyebrows. And then again, you want to do this slow. For the most part, I'm not going all the way up to the hairline. I'm just slowly shaving off as close as I can. And then over here on the bottom, I will shave up a little bit just to get as close as I can to that hairline or to the line over here. And then sometimes what I do is I will lightly pull on my brows and just kind of shave off some of the hair over here. Shaving is great right over here in the middle, which is why I love using this sucker here. And then this also helps with plucking. You don't have to really pluck with a razor, but because you're not actually plucking the full hair follicle off, the hair does grow back faster than versus plucking. So that's something that's just a preference of what you want to do. Obviously, shaving it off hurts less as well. And then for the very final step, if you want, you can go back, and this is where you can use your tweezer to really just pluck any closer hair to the actual brow that you don't want to shave off or cut off. I don't tweeze a whole lot. I just kind of tweeze over here on this side over here just to kind of maintain more of the shape, and over here up top and as well as the arch. I really don't tweeze anywhere else. I don't over tweeze or over pluck. I just kind of want to maintain more of that natural shape and that natural brow look that I personally like. So I'm gonna tweeze and I'm gonna do the other one and I'm gonna show you the difference. Okay, so all the tweezing and all the plucking and all the shaping is completely done. When you are shaping your brows, when you map out the where everything is supposed to be, a good way to do that and to make sure you're staying within the line and you're not over plucking is to draw the line where everything is at, so you can, or like kind of connect the dots. But you do that here, here, I don't know if that's gonna work here, and then here, right? And then all you do is you can draw and connect the line that way. Now, obviously my eyebrows are not gonna be that big, but you get the idea to kind of mark your places and then connect those dots. That way you're not over plucking, over shaving, and losing the shape of your brow. This method here is a great way if you're starting out, or if you're not familiar, you're not used to doing your brows yourself. Lining them up and shaping them and connecting the lines and the dots and everything is a great tip and a great way to make sure you're staying in that frame. So now on to the eyebrow products. I have several of eye products that I like and use. It just really depends on my mood. If I want something more natural and really low key, I will use the 3D Brow Tones from Benefit. It's a subtle brown enhancing highlights. So really I just brush on my brows and I call it a day. If I want something a little bit more, I will either use one of the pencils that I like, and I normally use either the Sigma brow pencil, and that looks like this. Anastasia also has a good brow pencil. NYX also has a good eyebrow pencil. I will link all of these and all of my favorites down below in the description box. Or I will use the Brow Zings by Benefit as well. This comes with like a whole little kit, and it's got a gel and a powder. This is the gel and this is the powder. And then I use that with a brush, and this is the Angled Brow, and this is E75 by Sigma. I also do love the 24-hour Brow Setter by Benefit, and this is really just a brow shaping gel, and it kind of like holds your eyebrows in place. I use this for more of that like wet look. that makes sense. And then also if you, I really don't use too much of this, but you can also use a highbrow pencil or cream. They have several different ones. Most of them are pencils, but this is like a highlighting pencil. And what you would do is you would use your highlighting pencil underneath your brows right here. As you can see, it's like white, or right on top. And when you blend this in, it just kind of defines the brow a little bit more. This works great for underneath if you want more of a impact, and if you're like going again for more of a full face. This is when I would probably use it, but I don't use the highlighting pencils too much for my brows. If I want something a little bit more full and just really like full face, full glam makeup, I will either use the Ka-Brow by Benefit. A lot of girls will use this when, you know, they're really filling it in and making really nice and sharp and just like boom. That's when most girls will use this. So I know that's a lot of like different products and stuff, but again, everything will be linked down below. And so let's just go on to shaping, or you know, how I fill in my eyebrows, or how I color them in. I am actually going to use the Brow Zings today. Again, this one. And I'm going to be using a little bit of both, but I'm going to use my pencil, and this is the E75. And all I am doing is small strokes, very lightly, just kind of filling in the gap. And then what I do on the inner is I come right over here, I make my line on the bottom, and then what I do is I brush up, just kind of blending out that line. So I'm not going in with any more powder, but I'm just taking that line and just blending that upwards. And then I will take my little brush and then just comb it out. And as you can see, it's not like in your face, it's not very bold, it's just subtle, it's just enough. It fills in a little bit more, gives it a little bit more of a color, but still perfect for every day. So same thing here. Okay, so both eyebrows are complete. I'm going to go ahead and use the 24-hour brow setter by Benefit. And because I want my brows to stay in place while I put my foundation, I'm just gonna kind of comb them to make them stay in place so they don't move. And boom, all done. So, what do you guys think? Make sure to comment below. Thumbs up if you have not already thumbs up this video. Thank you guys again for stopping by, and I hope to see you guys here soon. Bye.